Public Works, City of Gresham Operations Center. For me, this is where it all started. As a young child, I wanted to be a professional baseball player. Played baseball from 4 to 18 years old, and it was my passion. But life, it had different ideas. As you might have guessed, I didn't end up in the major leagues. After high school, I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do in life. I worked a little construction here and there and discovered I liked working with my hands and outdoors, which is why some of my friends and family encouraged me that I should apply for a seasonal position with the City of Gresham. So I did, and for me, it was a game changer. I ended up here as a seasonal worker in the Public Works Department, right here in my hometown, Gresham, Oregon. I loved it. Working at the city reminds me of being on a team. The whole city, not just my department. We're all one big collaborative team.
Taking care of all the things that need to be taken care of.
We save the city one catch basin at a time.
All this work going on around me, we're pouring concrete for new ADA sidewalk ramps to ensure the citizens of Gresham can get around safely. This is why I love my job. In Gresham, we care about each other. We come together to just get things done. I've always admired my older sister's smart choices. She works for the feds, 28 years and counting. Me? I grew up wanting to be a marine biologist. I studied environmental science in college and needed an internship to get my degree. When I stumbled upon a post for the City of Salem Public Works Department, I thought, why not give public service a try like my big sis? Practically, it made no sense for me to apply as a single mom to 2 young boys living in Gresham. But I applied anyway, and after one awesome interview, I got the job. I worked there for 6 months, and I loved it. Of course, the driving back and forth was insane, but I walked away from that job knowing that I wanted to work for another city. How awesome would it be if it was Gresham? So I started checking the City of Gresham's website for opportunities and saw they needed seasonal employees. I applied for parks. Why not? I love the outdoors. And boom, I ended up in transportation, working on the newly formed concrete crew. I had never done concrete work in my life, but got out there on the job site and I learned.
Thank you.
Public works jobs are definitely not desk jobs. Started out as a seasonal in the transportation department. Mostly, I learned on the job, and there were lots of people willing to show me the ropes. We worked hard, and I made a lot of lifelong friends. So when I was offered a full-time position with the city, it was a no-brainer. Now I've been on the job for just over 2.5 years, and I've moved from a seasonal employment position to a full-time code compliance inspector, and I'm out in the field all day, tagging and towing reported vehicles in the morning and re-inspecting property cases in the afternoons. I love this job, especially knowing that the work I do daily throughout the entire city is making a huge difference in the livability of our residents. The most important thing I've learned is that the City of Gresham is a city that never sleeps. It's a big family here.
I've loved having him on the team, and he can be a little sassy sometimes, but that's what we love about him.
That's our department.
I can go on and on about my awesome fellow employees, but it's really about what I'm doing for the city and its residents. This place is my home, and most Gresham residents are highly grateful and appreciative for the work that we do. Now, I'm training to become a rental housing inspector. In fact, this is my 3rd week in my new full-time job. I inspect rental units around the city, making sure they are safe and healthy places to live. In the afternoon, I'm back at the computer, updating case files and getting ready for the next day. In fact, after a few weeks of intense studying, I just took the test and obtained my property maintenance and housing inspector certification, which is required for my new job. This is somebody who really made a difference.
Hey, Amy.
Hey, Ray! To hire seasonals, you have a slew of applications on your desk. So I just was curious, what made you kind of pick me out of that pile?
We're going to be that person that motivates the team and gets everybody out that door and working hard. And you even said it yourself, Amy. I don't know what I'm doing, but let's go do it.
It's empowering to be surrounded by strong, intelligent women that work in public service. Every day I'm reminded to always leave my options open. You never know which doors are going to open for you.